Hi, good morning, everybody. It's Sunday, January 16th. It's Martin Luther King Jr. holiday weekend, and I hope you're all relaxing. I want to talk about the astrology this weekend. I like the energy this weekend. It's a very intense, reflective energy. So if you're an intense and reflective type of person, you might enjoy it more than if you're a little more alpha and yang. But that being said, it's happening for everybody, so it's good to take advantage of this as best you can. The two major transits coloring this weekend are the Sun conjunct Pluto, which is happening today, and the full moon in Cancer, which culminates tomorrow. These are happening in conjunction. It's going to color the whole weekend in the next few days. And because it's a full moon, it means the Sun conjunct Pluto is part of the opposition to the moon in Cancer. So they all connect. And don't forget, these transits are happening in conjunction with other stuff going on. We have a retrograde Venus and we have a retrograde Mercury, and this is going to last through most of February. So everything that I'm talking about today doesn't happen in a vacuum. The energy is very specific for the weekend, but it's all happening in conjunction with a lot of other stuff. And so different areas of your life might be affected, and other areas of your life might not be affected. So, life is complicated, astrology is complicated. So don't think that just because everything is happening at the same time, it's going to have equal importance in your life. But it is good to be aware of the energies, because nothing happens in a vacuum and everything works together. Now, the sun in astrology, what does it represent? The sun is our joy at being alive, our personal sense of creativity. What are our goals? What brings us contentment? Our vitality, the ego, how you shine in life, and how do you center yourself, and how are you the star of your own personal journey? It's like a Hollywood movie. How do you star in your own Hollywood movie? What role do you play? What brings you joy? What brings you happiness and contentment? It's all about fire, light, very yang energy. Now, Pluto, which is coloring the Pluto archetype, which is coloring the sun right now. And this happens every year in the sign of Capricorn, because Pluto transits Capricorn. It's been transiting Capricorn since 2008. So every time when the sun goes into Capricorn, since 2008, he's colored by the planet Pluto, the Lord of the dark. The dark, that which is buried. It's the more psychological side of our often unconscious psyche. This archetype in aspect to the sun urges us to go deeper, to delve, to dig up, to uncover, reveal, bring the dark to light and purge that which is ugly, base, seedy, and vile, to evolve it, destroy it, and transform it. It uses its power to persuade, negotiate, influence, and often through very intense ways, through eruptive volcanic type of explosions and eruptions, nuclear holocaustal type of energies, terror, control, manipulation, tears, passion. It has the power to destroy or rebirth, and usually both. Now, with the sun, it's about creation. So, this is a very powerful and positive energy. Think of, you take manure. Pluto deals with the shit of life, the bowels. And it wants to bring things, to transform things into gold. It's very alchemical. So it's like you take the manure from the cow and you use it as fertilizer, and it makes things grow. So you can take that which is dead and evolve it into something beautiful to make things grow in life. And that's really what Pluto's all about. Right? We saw Pluto in types of energy at the World Trade Center when those towers came down, and then the phoenix will eventually rise from the ashes. In our collective unconscious, Pluto represents images like the Bogeyman, the Wicked Witch of the West, Godzilla, Michael Myers, Freddy Krueger, and Jason. The Godfather and the Mafia, all about influence and negotiation and power and control. The shit of life, the terror of life. Now, full moons bring the polarity of the sun and the moon into higher focus to bounce that polarity, to balance the energy of the two planets and the two signs. This weekend, that would be the sun conjunct Pluto in Capricorn and the moon in Cancer. So how do we reconnect with the past, Cancer, in order to build stronger structure and productivity in our present material life, Capricorn? Full moons bring things to light and heighten moods and feelings. Feelings run high, and in the sign of Cancer, even more so. Cancer adds and emphasizes even more sensitivity and connection to the past, family, roots, our personal tribe, our history, and who and what we're bonded to. It's the cosmic umbilical cord, Cancer. And so there's going to be a real strong feeling of who and what we're connected to in that nurturing, caring way. And even, overly caring, when that obsessive type of energy of a mother or father that's very suffocating. So it's all that umbilical cord. Do you need to cut it, or do you need to reconnect it? You may be thinking much, much more about deceased loved ones and the influence they have had on your life from the past, and the things that you remember about them, and the beautiful things you remember about them that will color your present and future. For some, this is also a profound time of letting go of loved ones in the present, those that might be ill or dying. The past, right now, can really come to haunt you and stare you straight in the face, especially with Pluto conjunct the sun in opposition to this Cancer moon. It's like the Judgment card next to the Moon card in the tarot deck. You see your whole past revealed, warts and all, like Ebenezer Scrooge in Dickens' A Christmas Carol. Your life is up for review, and it's time to take an accounting, checks and balances, have a column, pros and cons, take an accounting of the things to see where you come up short and where you might have some credit. Some beautiful memories of the past can be accessed right now, which can inform your present and future creativity, your future goals, what's your aim and direction in life. The past always informs the present and the future. There's a re-emphasis on what it is you're truly passionate about, and the work and the fears that you need to face in order to consolidate that passion. And forgiveness. Let's not forget the infamous Pluto word, forgiveness. It's a very, very good time to practice forgiveness of yourself and others. And because the luminaries, again, I keep emphasizing this, are so highlighted, the moon asks us to reflect, review, contemplate, and sit with the past in order to live a better life in the present and future. There's a chance to kill off the old and outworn and rebirth and recreate your life, the sun, to live with more purpose, better directed goals, increased vitality, more contentment and joy. If you want to live with more joy through a re-intensification and a transformation of the creative process. And for some, that literally might be having a child, right? The ultimate birthing process. And with that being said, it's a great weekend to have sex if it's available to you. So go for it. To sum up here, live your life with passion, intensity, and the appropriate use of power. That's what's really being asked. The appropriate use of power. Not about threatening people, smothering them, or suffocating them, but about knowing when to let go, how much control to have, and how much to give up control. So have a beautiful weekend, and I always close this off with saying, spend time with those you love and let them know.